What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the stream. No one's in here yet, but we're going to get started here real quick. What is going down? All right, what is going down? Bitcoin coming back down. Looks like it's breaking a little bit of support at the moment. Wanted to just quickly jump on and start the stream here. I'm not going to waste any time here. Bitcoin's getting a little bit of a dump. A little bit of a dumparoo here as we start the stream. Sorry for the miscues on the other ones. For some reason, YouTube got rid of the option where they get rid of the auto start, right? Get rid of the auto start action, but you know, it is what it is. We're back on here. We're back ready to go this morning. Hope everyone has their coffee ready to go, and hopefully Bitcoin can hold some support here as we're getting a little bit of a move to the downside. What's going on, Chewy? What's going on, Kinsley? Like I said, people coming in now, apologize for the miscues on the notifications earlier. All right, so what's going down for BTC? We're breaking a little bit of support, right? We're breaking a little support. We had this support on the hourly time frame as we start to come back down, right? So we had this support from ranging between about 43,000 to about, really the $43,000 range. We're getting a little bit of a breakdown right now. Am I getting too worried just yet, right? Is Jordan sitting here getting worried? Not really. Not really. I'm not getting too worried. Here's the thing. Hourly RSI is resetting very, very nicely. I actually posted this on Twitter earlier. Hourly RSI is coming back down and resetting very, very nicely as price action was pretty much just going sideways. Now, we're getting the move back down right now, but here's the thing. Look at the hourly RSI. Right? We are almost getting to that oversold territory, and stochastic starting to move back down as well. That's going to tie into the 4-hour time frame. What's going on, guys? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Smack that like button. I apologize for the fake streams earlier. It wasn't my fault. I blame YouTube for those. I definitely blame YouTube for those. That's going to tie into our 4-hour time frame. Look at the 4-hour time frame. What's going on, JW? What's going on, Meow Mix? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, Daniel? West Side. I see everyone in the chat. What's going on? What's going on? So, 4-hour stock RSI also oversold, and this is everything's gonna kind of tie together here. The 4-hour and the hourly all gonna tie together, guys. I mean, this is what you kind of want to see. I mean, we had, guys, to be honest, we went from 37,000 to about 45,000 without any really substantial pullbacks. And I think this could be pretty good for the market. I know you guys might be scared. Price moving down. We're getting rejected from this 45K region again that we just keep getting rejected from over and over and over again. 45K. I don't think it's too much to worry about. We have this upwards trending support line on the 4-hour time frame on the RSI. We also have the stochastic coming in right here. Now, let's see where we close. I would prefer, right, at least for the short term, for all you like scalp longers out there, people that are in long positions right now, I would prefer to stay above this 20 EMA here on the 4-hour. It looks like that is breaking at the moment. If that breaks, we could see a move at least back down to about 41,800 here on the shorter term time frame. This is all shorter term time frame stuff. I'm not too worried about this. But if this does break, we had a little bit of a bull flag that could have been performing here, and also the 20 EMA. If that breaks, like I said, coming back down to at least test the $41,800 level. Now, what's interesting about that we have both our 50 moving average coming up here, right? 50 moving average is going to come up and meet exactly where that support level is. And here's the scenario where I could see happening, right? And this would also follow our blockchain backer fractal, right? For everyone that's still following the blockchain backer fractal, I still think that the blockchain backer fractal is going to play out. I do not think that we're going to deviate from the blockchain backer fractal. Good morning, everyone. Hope everyone's got their coffee. Get their freaking coffee, get their freaking coffee ready to freaking go. Smack up that freaking like button, guys. Smack up the like button. We've got 130 people in here, 20 likes. Smack up that like button. Let's freaking get it. So what is going on here, right? What is going on? There's some bullish things that could go on. What could actually play out from a bull perspective, right? We're getting a rejection from this level. We got rejected from once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. I told you guys I'm not worried about this because there's no bearish divergence. Last time you got rejected from this range, you had significant bearish divergence where you had higher highs in the RSI, lower highs in price action. That's what pushed you down. You don't have that this time. Here's what I see happening, right? My hope is that you hold this $41,800 range at the bare minimum. You hold that, you got a nice left shoulder, you got a head, and you got a right shoulder that could be forming here, all right? Now, this is obviously speculation. This is speculation at the moment, but if that does continue to play out where you do have this left shoulder, you have the head, and you have the right shoulder, it could be it could be quite beautiful. I'm not going to say, you know, it's 100% going to play out or anything. No one knows short term where the price action is going to go. But if you take a look at the measure move from swing low to swing high, if that was to play out, if you were to come back and also test this 50 EMA on the 4-hour, would give you a possible measure move back up to, what is it, 57K. What is so important about 57K? We've been talking about this 57K region, all right? Really 56 to 57K. Why is that region so important? Well, we kind of talk about that's where the blockchain backup says to go. We're going to go to 57K, and that's also, if you take your swing high to your swing low, also going to be your golden Fibonacci retracement level. So many confluences there, right at 57K. It's kind of crazy how many confluences there are at 57K, in my personal opinion. But hey, it is what it is. What's going on, Denise? Very dubious. Very dubious. What are you guys saying here? We don't fold. We believe in the fractal. Guys, the fractal's going to play out. I'm telling you guys right now, every single time. Quick rant alert this morning.
Rant alert.
Every single time someone doubts the fractal, we continue to play it out, right? People keep doubting the fractal, guys. There's no reason to doubt the fractal, all right? We have a bunch of things we're going to talk about this morning, but there's no reason to doubt the fractal. People denied it right here. People thought we're going to moon to the upside, right? What did Bitcoin do? It came back down and retraced lower. Bitcoin, people doubted it right here. Massive wick to the downside right here. People doubted it. We got to move back to the upside. What's going to happen right here again? People are going to doubt it right here. People are going to think, oh, we're going to roll over. We're going to go back down to the downside, and we're going to continue back to the upside. I'm still confident in, guys. I'm not going to back down from this just because maybe we're getting a little sideways action. Maybe we're a little bit ahead of schedule. We could be in this range right here where you did get like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days of sideways action before actually moving back to the upside. Maybe we're in that range, right? Maybe we're, you know, maybe we go sideways here for a few days, and then we get to move up to the upside. I still think it's going to play out. This is the only thing that's been accurate really at all. This is the only thing that's been accurate whatsoever, even recently, but absolutely crazy. Guys, if you got the notification about the Bitcoin looks bullish notification earlier, that was a mishap. YouTube changed some stuff around. They got rid of the turn off auto start. So basically I use Streamlabs. If I go live on Streamlabs, usually it doesn't go live right away. The issue I had is they got rid of that option, and it kept going live automatically. So I apologize if you guys got annoyed by the notifications getting spammed to your phones, which I know it can be slightly annoying. It's happened to me plenty of times. What else can we also possibly look at here? If you look at the daily downtrend and resistance, where we have 1 touch, 2 touches, 3 touches, what also could be happening, you know, right now? Well, we also could be coming back down simply to back test this downtrend of resistance before we get them moved back up to the upside, right? That's certainly what could also be happening at the moment. So let's patiently watch that. But I'm not, like I said, I'm not getting too upset. I'm not getting too worried at this region now until we break back above 46K. I mean, we can't get out of bed, right? As Ben Cowan would say, Ben Cowan's awesome, right? And he says it best. You can't get out of bed, or I'm not going to get out of bed until Bitcoin breaks back above that $46,000 region. It's as simple as that. But I would say that I don't hate what Bitcoin's doing on the 4-hour time frame. Now let's talk quickly on some macro stuff, right? And what I've noticed for Bitcoin as far as macro moves, and Bitcoin and the market makers for Bitcoin are extremely good at faking people out, right? What do? Well, they make these moves to get all the liquidity to one move, right? So either they get all the longs or get all the shorts. I've noticed that every big swing momentum move has been the same exact pattern, right? It's been either a double top or double bottom liquidity grabs. It's been every single time. It's either been W patterns or M patterns every single freaking time, all right? I mean, it's not even, and in between these moves, you just basically get parabolic action. You get parabolic action to the upside, parabolic action to the downside, parabolic action to the upside, downside, right? That's all you get. You get M's and W's with parabolic action to the upside or downside in between. And in my opinion, we're getting that W formation here, right? Nothing, you can't go back in time and say anything's different, right? You had the W formation reversal back here, back in January 2021, led to a major move. M reversal to the upside, 2 hits to the upside, move back down, right? You came back down in the summertime, 2 hits to the downside, move back up, came back up, all right? Came back down, 2 hits to the downside, move back up, came back up, 2 hits to the upside, move back down, 2 hits to the downside, all right? I can't go against that and say that this could be a major trend reversal. Doesn't mean we have to hit all-time highs, But it's a common pattern that, you know, a lot of people have been talking about, and I've kind of said that Bitcoin doesn't do V bottoms anymore. It tends to do W's. And that's exactly what we're getting right now. So I'm going to stand by the fact that I still think that Bitcoin's going to the mid 50Ks here in the short term, 100%. That's what I think. I'm not going to stand. I'm not going to back down from that prediction. I'm not at all. Mountain Climber says, just dumped 136K into BTC just now. Did I screw up? No. You didn't screw up, in my opinion. If it's a long-term hold, man, that is going to absolutely kill it. If that is a long-term hold, not even a question, right? You just got to have patience, man. I mean, could it dump lower? Certainly, yes. I mean, there's the blockchain backer fractal, for example, does show that we go back into the 30Ks. You could be down on that investment at some point. But if you have a long-term mindset, I mean, buying Bitcoin, I think at 42K in the future is going to be a cheap price. I mean, considering what's a cheap price to people, I don't know. But I do think it'll be a relatively cheap price, right? So keep that in mind. Let's go check on Bitcoin on the shorter term time frames again. Like I said, hourly time frame, guys. And in case you guys missed it in the beginning, we talked about how Bitcoin pretty much just went sideways here this morning, or really the last 2 days. But the RSI on the hourly time frame looked very, very nice. It's just resetting very, very nicely to the downside without the price action really deviating too much. That's exactly what you want to see. What I've noticed in uptrends, Bitcoin tends to have very, very shallow pullbacks, all right, in general, right? If we go back in time to, say, the daily time frame, we look at any of the big parabolic moves to the upside, it's really shallow pullbacks really every single time. Now, obviously, you'll get times like September where you get extremely, you know, even this one wasn't a massive pullback. This was about a 25% pullback, which in reality, you've been around the crypto space for a while, 25% pullback is really nothing. But you notice, like, Bitcoin tends to, when it's bullish, when it's super bullish, it tends to just mosey its way up, all right? I mean, you can look on the past. It tends to just mosey its way up anytime it's really, really bullish, okay? Especially in 2020, right? Especially in 2020, you had a couple, you know, mosey pullbacks, a couple red days here and there. But when Bitcoin's bullish, I've noticed that it tends to have a couple red days, a couple little, you know, small percentage red days, but it tends to mosey its way back up. And tends not to have massive pullbacks, at least lately, at least in the last year and a half, 2 years. And I think that's what we should compare it to. I don't think we should be comparing the market to 2017 necessarily anymore. Comparing the market to 2017, I think, is fool's gold at this point, just because the market caps are so big and there's so many other things going on, right? So all this ties together. I think we're just back testing some areas. I think that we could be making some type of possible inverse head and shoulders to boost us up to the upside. We're still expecting more upside, right? Still expecting more upside. Let me know in the chat what you guys think. Let's do a quick poll real quick. Let's do a quick poll. Do you think Bitcoin breaks 50K in March? Let me know on this poll, guys. You can put it in the chat if you want. If you're lazy, you can put it in the poll. Do you think Bitcoin breaks 50K in March? Not in April, not in June, not in July. Do you think it breaks in March? Let me know in the chat or in the poll. I prefer you do the poll, you know. Be a little bit honest. Don't be a troll on the poll, okay? Don't be a troll this morning. You know, you can't be a troll when you're drinking coffee, guys. Why do you think I'm not being a troll this morning? You can't be a troll. The Fed's saying they won't rug pull us because of the war and bullish for crypto and stocks. Extremely bullish, man. I've said that the narrative, it's still too early to say, but this whole narrative around, you know, I would say the rate hikes and the war, I think is actually, I think, like I said, it's too early to say. We don't know exactly what they're going to do, but I think this narrative is actually going to flip bullish for not just crypto, but you know, stocks as well. Right? I think we're going to see a pretty big reversal, in my opinion. Now, do we reach all-time highs? I don't know about that. All right, I don't know about that, but I think at least short term, I think a lot of stuff was way overhyped. I think the rate hikes were baked into the price. People will really disagree with me with that, but I think the rate hikes were baked in. That's the reason we went from 69K. Okay, shout out to 69. All right, all the way back down to I forgot. I can't talk about some things. 69K, all the way back down to, what, 33K? I mean, we dumped over 50%. And I think that's because, you know, people were expecting, you know, major red, 20K, 10K Bitcoin. That's what people are expecting. And, I will say, guys, I will continue to stand by this. The people that were expecting 20K are going to be the people that start FOMOing in at 50K. I'm telling you right now, the people that are expecting 10 to 20K BTC are going to be the ones that are FOMOing back in the 50Ks. I'll tell you it right now. And they're going to be the ones that give everyone else that may be taking profits the exit liquidity to come out. Okay? That's what happens every single time, right? You get this move down, you get the reversal back up. Oh, we're recovering. You get the move back down. Oh, we got rejected. We're going back down to 20K, right? It's a simple tactic by the market makers, man. They get you to think you're recovering. You come back down. You lost all hope, right? We got rejected. Oh, no. Classic W reversal back to the upside, okay? You're still in disbelief because you still think that we're going lower, right? You still think we're going to 20K. So the price pushes back up over time, right? And then, all right, we break 50K, psychological level 50K. All the salty bears start FOMOing back in. And then that's when the market makers make an M pattern to the upside. Get you to FOMO in again. M pattern. Come back down. It's a classic over and over and over again, man. And that's why I think for the past year and a half, we've seen this sideways action with just W's and M's with major trend reversals. Because the market makers know how to trick retail into getting out of the market. And that's why I'm going to be watching this very, very closely going forward. When I start seeing these M patterns up top, that's when I have to get a little bit worried. And when I see these W reversal patterns on the bottom, it tends to be an extremely, extremely good time to get into the market, right? I mean, it's as simple as that. I know we sometimes try to make it super duper complicated, but I mean, they just know how to suck all the liquidity out, whether it's from the longs or the shorts. I mean, it's the same thing over and over and over again. Let's see. I'm trapped. I'll tell you right now, I'm not trapped. I'll tell you that right now. Let's see. Steven said, we are already bottomed out. I mean, listen, I would tend to agree. I still think, listen, why do you think we dumped in November? As soon as they started talking about the rate hikes, why do you think we started dumping in November? Okay? We didn't start dumping when they started doing it. No, we started doing it before. People are getting smarter to this stuff. They're going to start doing whatever move they want to do before the stuff actually happens, okay? And what's going to happen is these rate hikes are going to come. If they do come, everyone's going to get super bearish. And watch, the price is going to go to the upside. I mean, call me crazy, all right? Call me crazy, but I'm telling you right now, the people who wanted to sell because of that stuff already did. Call me crazy, man. We'll see what happens, all right? We will see what happens. There's a lot of people that actually agree with me with this. There's more people talking about this lately. I think it was a lot of this stuff right now is overblown. Maybe it wasn't a couple months ago, but I think right now a lot of that stuff is already overblown. All right? Smash the like button, guys. Smash the like button up to a new all-time high, as MM would say. Smash that like button up to a new all-time high. Let's friggin' get it. Bitcoin's still coming down a little bit here, 42,517. Let's look at some short-term targets here. I still think, I don't know how much lower we get. Stochastic on the hourly, getting close to bottomed out, and our RSI is getting pretty close there. And we already talked about how the 4-hour is already kind of at there. So let's see. So from swing low to swing high, all right, let's actually go down here and see some possible reversal targets, right? I know I'm looking at, just looking at fib levels. I mean, this 382 makes a lot of sense, right? We're talking about, on the 4-hour, possible inverse head and shoulders pattern. That's what we're talking about on the 4-hour. And the 382 retracement from swing low to swing high would make a lot of sense right there at about 42,219. Let's bring up our EMAs real quick. So we have the 20 and the 50 getting that bearish cross. But we're coming back down. We also have the 200 1-hour slowly coming up. Right now, it's sitting at the 0.5 Fibonacci. So I would think the two levels that I'm watching here, at least short term, is exactly where this 200 EMA is at 41,235 and 42,219. Still have some room to run down in the hourly time frame, so I still think we can come a little bit lower. But I think one of these two levels is going to be where we bottom out short term. I'm still expecting more upside action here. I think we're just getting a nice reset. 4 hours resetting very, very nicely for a move back down. 4-hour stock's already bottomed out. So what I'll say about that, indicators are setting very, very nicely for hopefully another move up here in the next couple days. Obviously, no one knows where we're going to go short term, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Cosmo said, buying the fear turns me on. P.S. Can I see the BitBoy? Bull run can continue. We can do that. We can do that. We can certainly do that. Cosmo. Let's see. I can play that for you, man. Let's do a meme. Here you go. Here he is. The biggest crypto channel on the interwebs. Now, guys, my sources continue to tell me that we will top out within 2 weeks of September 23rd. I repeat, within 2 weeks of September 23rd. I still stand by this prediction, and I am not going to waver from this prediction. We will see Bitcoin top out within 2 weeks of September 23rd. Okay? And then we will see a giant black swan event that will drop us down within 2 weeks of September 23rd. The biggest channel in the interwebs. Now, my sources have told me that this bull market can now continue into the rest of this year. Can you ban that guy in the chat? Ban that guy in the chat. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. My sources have told me that the bull market will continue to the end of this year, guys. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about, okay? I've been in this space for years, okay? For years. So the bull market is not even close to over. I'm going to tell you that right now. There you go. There you go. Just for you, brother. Just for you. Too early for that for me, but just for you, my man Cosmo. But what else we talk about? So we can talk about the weekly time frame real quick, guys. I mean, we are getting rejected from the 20 EMA, right? You know, that's definitely an area we're watching. We got rejected on that last time. Like I said, I mean, sometimes these things take a little bit time to cook, right? Sometimes you need to come back up and test these levels multiple times, crack it before you actually get that move back to the upside. Let's see if we can crack that 20 EMA. We do. All right, things are looking a little more juicy, right? Things are looking a lot more juicy. But let's crack that 20 EMA, right? That's what we're going to do here short term. I know a lot of people believe, you know, we get back over, as Ben Cowan would say, we get back over the weekly support band. We come back down and test the support. That's when we can get a little bit more excited here, right? A little bit more excited. Van said, "Crack it song." Crack it song. What the heck is that, man? Someone said. Someone in the chat said. Josh Copeland said, "I usually like these videos, but this one I have to dislike." Here we go. No geopolitics considered in the TA fractal. Did we literally not just talk about the rate hikes in the war? We literally just talked about that. Listen, how is the war done for you as far as bearishness so far, man? We've gone up in price since this war started. All right, like I said, I don't like war, but guys, we've gone up in price since war. Everyone is, oh, this war is going to be super bearish for crypto. We've only gone up since then. All right, so listen, I'm not going to sit here and preach, you know, the war's good. I don't want to be the guy who's going to sit here and preach that war's good for crypto, right? I mean, it's as simple as the fact, man. We talk about that every single day, right? I don't want to compete. I don't want to keep repeating the same things over and over. Oh, Russia, Ukraine, Russia, Ukraine, Russia, Ukraine. Like every channel just talk about Russia, Ukraine. I'm sick of talking about it, man. We know what it does. Historically, war has been good for assets, okay? So yes, a lot of people are spinning it as this bearish narrative. I don't think it's bearish. I think it's going to be bullish for the market overall. And that's why I think we've seen the price go up since it started, okay? People have these theories. Oh, Russia's buying all the Bitcoin. Come on, man. Are we actually going to believe that narrative?
Nope.
I'm not going to believe that narrative. But we talk about that every single day, okay? I'm not going to talk about it, you know, every single day. It gets so boring and monotonous. We know what's going on over there, okay? Let's not talk about it every day, all right? It's so boring. I'm so sick of talking about it, man. All right. Let's see. Nope. People aren't angry enough yet. We need more anger before we go up. Oh, people were, Vans. People were very, 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 all right? Very, very angry, man. Very, very angry. So, I would disagree with you, Vance. Vance, I love you, man, but I would disagree. I think people down here were so angry. There was so much toxicity. And listen, like, it is what it is. There was so much anger at crypto, so much anger at Bitcoin, both at this bottom and this bottom, right? I mean, listen, can it get worse? Absolutely, but people were super, super angry, right? So I would say, that people have seen a lot of pain. Okay, it doesn't mean we can't see a lot of pain again. And this is why the market makers do this. This is exactly like we said earlier, guys. This is why the market makers do this. This is why they do these W's and M's, because they know how to get you trapped, right? They know how to get you to panic sell or FOMO in, right? Right here, right? You might have held on this first initial dip. Oh, it's going back up. I'm so excited. The dip is over. The dip is over. It starts coming back down. That's when you start getting depressed again. Oh, why did I hold? I'm getting out this time. I'm not going to hold for another dip, because you see this whole dip down. Your mind saying, oh, I'm not gonna keep holding all the way back down. It's gonna keep going down. It's gonna keep going down. It's gonna keep going down. And then that's when you get that W, because the market makers know that a lot of people probably panic sold right here or went short, right? I mean that's the simple strategy of what they've been doing since 2020, right? I mean, you can go all the way back in time. W formation, M, W, W, M, W. I mean, it's the same thing over and over and over and over again. It's what we see. Like I said, we can try to make it super complicated, but that's what they've been doing as far as macro moves over and over and over again. So I am feeling pretty confident that we've hit I'm not going to say a macro low, but I'm pretty confident that we hit a short-term low. And I still think we're going up to the mid 50Ks. Despite what we're doing today. I mean, we're down 3% today. Let's not sit here and act like the world is falling, right? We're down 3%. Nothing's changed, right? Nothing's changed. A 3% move is nothing when Bitcoin just had a 15% pump just the other day. Would Bitcoin have a 15% pump? I wouldn't say would Bitcoin have 50% pump if it wasn't going to go higher, because it certainly can, right? You certainly can see these whale fake outs to the upside, these whalish games, as George would say, but, I think you even see it on the short-term time frames, man. Like, if you really want to get dirty about it, right? If you really want to get dirty about it, like say on the upside here, right? We kind of were talking about, there was a slight deviation here as far as a top, right? And this is what comes to it again. You have the psychological level at 50K, right? Psychological level of 50K. Whales come and test it once. Come back down, right? They come up and again, spike it up, get everyone super excited on their 100x leverage longs. I saw everyone on Twitter, right? All the moon boys on Twitter saying they're putting 100x longs in, 50x longs, 100x Ethereum longs, all when Bitcoin was going up here. What do the market makers do? They come back down, flush them out, right? Now the question is, right? The question is, are they going to, right? Are we going to bounce from here? And I do think we will, for multiple different reasons, because the short-term time frame indicators are already getting pretty close to bottomed out, and we have our blockchain backer fractal, and I think we hit more of a micro low already, right? So multiple different reasons, but you could even take examples from the shorter-term time frames of this. It is what it is, right? It is what it is. 100 and 102 said liquidated. Facts. Salt in the chat. I repeat, salt in the chat. Who's salty, man? Who's salty? Why is Pump Vader pissed today? Pump Vader. Why is Pump Vader pissed? He said, you can laugh because you win money by making these videos. You don't even need to buy or sell because people pay you to laugh at their faces. People pay you to laugh at their faces. I'm so confused, Pump Vader. I'm so confused. Why are you so pissed off today, Pump Vader? Let me know in the chat, man. Let me know in the chat. Why are you pissed off today? I love you, man. Pump Vader. Pump Vader, I'm pretty sure I've seen you in the chat multiple times, so I know that you watch my stream sometimes, man. Oh, it's 11:11 by the way, guys. Make sure you make a wish. I happened to look at my phone right at 11:11. That was kind of weird. Why are you so pissed off today? I want to know, man. I want to know. What can I do to make it better for you, Pump Vader? What can I do, man? What did I do? What did I do to you? All right? What did I do to you? All right? Let me know what I did to you. I will continue to say I am the only channel that does not shill, okay? Only channel that does not shill affiliate links every single stream. The only channel that does not shill a trading group every single stream. The only channel that does not shill altcoins every single stream. I could make 10x the more money that I do off my channel, but I don't, because I'm not a shady car salesman, okay? I will continue to say that. So if you want to come on here and hate my channel, It is what it is. Just know that you're hating on the wrong channel. That you could hate on many, many other channels. This is the wrong channel you want to hate on, man. I have fun on my channel. I love what I do. I don't feel like I need to shill things. People enjoy my channel. They come out and support me every single day. That's the nature of the beast. You want to come on here and hate? You do you, man. You do you, all right? You do you. It is what it is. It is what it is, man. All right, so 42,400, all right? 42,400. Let's see what happens, man. Like I said, I still think we're going to get a bounce off this $42,200 level or 41,200, right? Let's see. Let's see. Pump Vader said, we are dumping. I need to be negative. Why are you hating on me, man? Hate on Bitcoin. Don't hate on me. What did I do to you, man? I didn't do anything to you. I'm just here having fun, man. That's it. Jeez, man. It is what it is. That's the rant we deserved. It's true, man. It's true. All right, so, man, I still think the 4 hour is, I still think that the 4 hour right now is looking pretty juicy. I know you guys will say, oh, the 4 hour looks pretty bearish. What I'll say here is I like the stock RSI for certain things. I don't like the stock RSI for anything lower than the 4 hour. Okay, we just trolling. I know you guys are just trolling, man. Sometimes I gotta preach a little bit. Okay. What I like about the 4 hour time frame is the stock is bottomed out. And listen, I know you guys don't like, a lot of you guys don't like trend lines on the RSI, and I know you guys don't like trend. A lot of you guys don't like trend lines. But what I'll say is this one's been pretty good for at least short-term bounces, right? Right here, we got to bounce up to the upside. Obviously, we continue lower, but you got a short-term bounce. Bounce it off it again here, major bounce, right? Came back down, bounce off it again here, major bounce. And now we've kind of got that little short-term. Like I said, it's not really a pullback. You're down about 3.5% at the moment. Will you hold this general level here with the stock being bottomed out? The only thing that's kind of like is you did break the 20 EMA in the 4 hour. So, like, are we going to come back down and test that 50? That's the question, right? We're going to come back down and test the 50. Overall, that's what I'm waiting for. I think, right, 41,200 makes a ton of sense. But, it kind of goes against, I guess it doesn't really go against the blockchain backer fractal because, like I said, you could certainly shift this down like this. Or you could certainly manipulate this the way you want in order for it to match up if we do get some sideways action like we did right here on the fractal. But, it kind of goes against what the fractal shows, right? It kind of goes against that. Ranesh said crypto's going low. JW, what's going on, man? People just expect it to only ever go up. Yeah, people always expect it to go up. And that's why the whales, I know I kind of repeated it 10 times on stream today, and that's why I've been watching. I don't know if you guys watch Traders Reality or Tino. I'm not really a trader, but what I like to watch Tino for is he's very good at explaining what the market makers like to do, and sort of I want to incorporate more into this for my channel because it's very, very true. Like, you look, I mean, every reversal pattern is the same, man. And sometimes we make it so difficult, but as far as macro reversal patterns, they're all the freaking same, right? And that's why I think Tino's really good at explaining. Like I said, I'm not a trader, and I don't, if you want to be a trader, go ahead. I just don't believe in it. But if you want to be a trader, go ahead. Here's what I'll say. As far as a hodler goes, you can even use what he says as even macro swings, man. It's almost like it's just programmed to get these kind of reversals every single time, man. You're almost programmed this way. Now, this one's not confirmed until you break the previous swing high, but overall, I mean, it's I definitely recommend watching Tino. I think of anyone, he's good at spotting at least trend reversals. Like I said, I'm not really a scalp trader, so I can't really attest to that. But he's really good at explaining that. Crunk said Jordan's stealing ideas again. Not really stealing ideas. We've always looked at W's. We've always looked at W's and M's, always. But Tino kind of reinforces that idea for me. And it's someone that I've been watching a little bit lately. Like I said, I haven't really been watching too much crypto content myself lately. But he's someone I kind of tune into. Sometimes I put him on at the gym. As weird as that is, sometimes I listen to Tino at the gym. You might be saying, Pump Vader, you're such a troll, man. You're such a troll, man.
Strap up, we're going to the moon.
Sometimes I pump it and I just listen to Tino's voice. As weird as that is, man. He's got a very calm voice too. He's got like the. Anyone know what nationality he is? He's very very calming, man. He really, really is. Super calming. Happy gains, guys. Happy gains. But no, if you know, there's certainly a bunch of things we could talk about. One thing I do want to talk about is the total 2 market cap. This is something I'm watching here, and I know a lot of people are expecting altcoin rallies, right? This is actually something Blockchain Backer's been talking about. He's expecting this altcoin rally to the upside. You know, what we can watch from a broader perspective is the total 2 market cap, where you have one resistance, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 coming down, testing this resistance. Are you going to be able to break this? Okay, are you going to be able to break this back to the upside? That's going to be the question. Like I said, I'm not a scalp trader, so I look at more of this as a macro. It's more of a macro channel, man. I look at the short-term time frame, so that's not really my style. Okay, but I mean, it's the same type of thing you kind of want to see, you know, from a reversal standpoint. Now, we've seen this price action in the past, so I'm not going to say it's guaranteed we continue up, right? We haven't really seen large W formations really since the summertime, right? Since down here in the summertime. But what I will say is it's, you know, if we can break this, just kind of how we did in the summertime, right? We had this downtrend here and eventually we broke it and then we were off to the races. I still think you can see something similar here, but it's too early to tell, right? It's too early to tell. But you want to see the same type of thing, right? Test the lows, come back up, get everyone super excited, come back down, get everyone super depressed. Oh, we're going back way lower. Boost it back to the upside. We're getting rejected again off the trend line, but, right, it remains to be seen. We got to have patience to see if this does break. I mean, any clues really? Not really. I mean, I'm not going to look at, you know, indicators really for these shorter term time or for the total market caps, but you're sitting right at the 20, you know, you're still below the 200, still below the 50. You keep getting rejected from the 200 and the 50. Can you hold the 20 now? If you hold the 20, things are good. I still think you do, man. I still think you do. Let me actually see what you guys are saying here. Do you think Bitcoin breaks 50K in March? We have 66% yes. So I think, you know, I don't know if people are bullish for March, but most people think that Bitcoin at least will go higher than here. Right? So, you know, anyone that's hoping for an altcoin rally, this is definitely the chart you want to be watching. If this breaks on a close, all right, we're probably getting deep and dirty here, right? Very, very deep and dirty. So let's watch that on a close. You said that twice. I say everything twice. You guys know. I literally say everything twice. Tino is Greek. Good to know. Good to know. He doesn't sound like he's Greek. He sounds like he's like a mixture between Australian and British. Which is way better than my accent. I got the boring masshole accent, man. Just consider it the same thing. Josh, I love you too, man. I listen, I got no hate for anyone in the chat, man. Listen, like, what you'll know about me, and a lot of people, like, I guess maybe I turn people the wrong way sometimes, is my sense of humor. If I feel comfortable with people and I feel comfortable with you guys, I'm going to pick on you. Just like you guys pick on me, right? Because you guys probably feel comfortable with me. You guys been watching me for a while. You guys pick on me, right? I'm going to pick on you guys too. All right? I mean, that's just the type of person I am. The people that I like, people that I love, I'm going to pick on. I think it's fun. I think it's fun to do so. A lot of people are like, oh, you're hating on your viewers. You're hating on your viewers. Nah, man. That means if I pick on you in the chat, it means I feel comfortable to do so, right? Like I said the other day, if I don't pick on you, maybe that means I don't like you. I'm just kidding. I'm totally just kidding on that, man. There it is. I don't know why it takes so long to play. I don't know why that takes long to play. All right, we can look at some alts. Guys, let me know if there's any alts you guys want to look at. We can certainly look at some alts. Let me know if there's any alts you guys want me to look at. I said that twice again. I say everything twice. We could check out the stock market real quick just to see what it kind of did on the open. I know it was up when I first looked at it earlier. Now it's down about 6/10. 0.6. It's at about 0.6. Let's go to the weekly time frame. Listen, I mean, I'll continue to say, as long as we continue to hold the 50 EMA, which we keep doing, man. I mean, we keep doing on a close. We keep holding the 50 EMA. Everything's good. Everything's good in the sun. Everything's good in the sun. We just got to continue to hold the 50 EMA. We break that in a close. All right, bada bing, bada boom. Could come back down to the 200 EMA for the S&P, which probably wouldn't be good for crypto. But overall, I think things are good. You look at the RSI levels too. This is a common point at about the 42 on this weekly RSI. The S&P typically gets bounces. You look in the past, bounce here, right? Bounce. When you do break it, that's when you get those major dippages, right? You get a bounce here. Broke it in December 2018, get a big dip, right? Bounce. Broke it in March of 2020, big dip. They're right at that same level again. Will we see that hold now? I think there's a good chance. Like I said, I think a lot of the bearish stuff going on right now, I think, is priced in. Doesn't mean you can't go, short term lower. Doesn't mean you can't go lower. But I think, generally speaking, I think we found a micro bottom. Macro bottom remains to be seen, but it is what it is. Jordan, we need a water chug for a pump. Dude, I actually don't have any water right now. My water jug ran out last night. And I won't tell you guys why.
Strap up. We're going to the moon.
I won't tell you guys why, but my water jug's out. So after the stream, I got to go run to the store and get some more water jugs. I'll probably get 2 or 3 today, just so I'm ready to rock and roll for the week. But yep. Why are you laughing in there? Gold is going down, which is good for Bitcoin. Gold is going down. That is good for Bitcoin. It's also really good for Bitcoin. Tea with milk? No, we don't do tea with milk here, guys. We don't do tea with milk. We don't do that. It is disgusting. Actually, I did have it the other day. I did have tea with milk the other day. It was actually, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad, but it was also like this minty tea, which I think made it, probably made it a little better. If it was plain tea, it would have tasted like rotten milk. Or it would have tasted like heated up milk that you make for babies, that which is also kind of disgusting. Do you repeat those cat phrases during happy... the cat phrases? I don't know what that is, Dale. I don't know what that is, man. Let's see. Mako with T. Weekly bullish divergence. Yeah, I mean, that's something we talked about a while ago. Like a lot of things like we talked about a while ago, we just don't talk about it anymore just because... obviously they happened so long ago. But yeah, the weekly bullish divergence is there. I think a lot of people forget about that. Dude, there's so many good things on the macro, and I don't mean to get... I don't want to sound like a moon boy. You guys know my theory. Like, I think we're going to get to the mid 50Ks, and then we got to decide what we want to do from there. I don't know if we go higher or lower, right? I mean, it is what it is. Right? We had bullish divergence on the weekly time frame. You had higher lows on the weekly, on the macro. You had lower lows on the RSI on the macro. Okay, and also, I mean, you had the same thing. Really, I mean, what I'll say is you have the same thing on the MACD, and you guys know I'm not a huge MACD guy, but as far as macro, the weekly and the monthly MACD, I do like to look at a little bit. Last time you had this crossing back over, and you're getting close there. If you have a few more bullish weeks, maybe 1 or 2 more bullish weeks, this will flip back over to positive. You look here. Right, on the MACD, we are starting to flip back over. Last time you did was right about right here, and obviously that was the major run in the summertime. The one thing I will say is, and this is something that we consistently talked about for a long time as far as zooming out, right? When in doubt, zoom out, right? I think there's a lot of doubt right now, and I think we should be zooming out, right? Zoom the frick out. What I'll say is, if we keep getting rejected from this weekly EMA ribbon, okay, or just basically the weekly EMAs, right? Which is basically, the top of it is basically the weekly 20 EMA, right? If we keep getting rejected from that, well, it is what it is. Until we get back above that, I mean, it's just a lot of the same. right? If we hold it as support, we're generally pretty bullish, right? But then we break it, we're generally pretty bearish. I mean, I know it's a simple way of looking at it, but it's true, right? It's true. So let's see. I will say this, guys. I will say this. If we can get a weekly close above this, all right, and particularly the 20 EMA on the weekly, we get a weekly close above that, I will be uber confident that Bitcoin's going to go at least to 56K. At least to 56K if we can get a close above the 20 EMA on the weekly, right? We still got work to do, but, you know, it's setting up with bullish divergence. Like we talked about, W bottoms, right? Bitcoin loves W bottoms with bullish divergence on the weekly. A lot of good things going on right now. We just need to see the follow through here, the continued follow through, right? That's really it. That's really it. Let's see. Michael said that's one way of looking at it. True. Very true. Joshua Tree said, I'm having deja vu with this consistently rejected. Yeah, we keep getting rejected off of it, man. We keep getting rejected off of it. And that's why I say until we break it, I mean, it's a lot of the same. It's a lot of the same. All right, let's see what the hourly's doing. Hourly is getting a perfect bounce off that 382. So we talked about that 382 Fibonacci. That was the first level I'm looking for. We so far have got a bounce off of it. Let's see if it can continue the bounce. Right now, it's kind of a weak bounce at the moment. But, you know, if that breaks, like we said, 41.2, a lot of confluence at that level, 200 1-hour EMA, and also the 0.5 Fibonacci from swing low to swing high. So a lot of stuff at that 0.5 Fibonacci level, right? Josh said, Jordan, roast me with a character about my rant about geopolitics missing your fractal. I'll switch my dislike to a like. Josh, man. I got you, man. I got you, Josh. I got you, Josh. Jordan, you're not talking about geopolitical factors. They're not priced in. You just keep talking about the charts. That stuff doesn't matter. You need to talk about the war. You need to talk about geopolitical factors. Geopolitical factors. I know we've been talking about for the last week every day on your stream, but you're not talking about it today. I can't take this TA seriously. I'm leaving a dislike, and I am not liking. We need to talk about geopolitical factors. That's what you sound like, man. You're spitting all over me like MM Crypto. You're spitting all over my chest. All over my face, all over my chest. My chest right now is so slimy from your spit. No, seriously, man. There you go, Josh. I love you, Josh. Thanks for trolling me, man. Listen, the people that troll me, I will say this, guys. The people that love to troll me, you guys are my true fans, right? Because, listen, if you still watch my stream just to troll, that means you guys love me. And that's why when I see trolls in the chat, I'm like, man, these guys love me. They love me enough to watch my stream and troll, right? And that's the way I look at it, man. That is the way I look at it. So thank you for trolling my stream, man. Thank you, Josh. I appreciate you, man. And Jerome. Obviously, Jerome trolls my stream every day, too. Jerome, I appreciate you, too. Everyone that does it. There's a lot of you guys that do it. Pump Vader does. Pump Vader trolls my stream every day. I love Pump Vader, too. There's probably like 300-400 trolls that watch every single day. At least. You look like a... Let's see. What are you guys saying in here? We can't love Savvy because he blocks trolls. Exactly. You can't block the trolls, man. You can't block the trolls. Yeah. You eat troll filet for breakfast. So Bitcoin's just chilling, 42.6. Any altcoins doing anything significant at the moment? VChain's weirdly up. Ethan said, how's that SHIB bag looking? We'll take a look at SHIB. Actually, let's take a look at SHIB right now. Shibanichi. So SHIB, I still like SHIB. Like, I was buying SHIB down. I'm still slightly up on my SHIBs. Let's see. Nothing crazy, but what I'll say about SHIB, I think, you know, a lot of people will hate on Shibby, which I guess I was one of those people for a long time. And now I'm part of the SHIB army, apparently. I don't know. I sound disgusted that I am part of the SHIB army, guys. I do. I just have to be a part of it because of Clint. I blame Clint for bringing me into the SHIB army. But I still think I like what SHIB's doing here, man. You obviously broke your big macro downtrend back in the beginning of February. Got to move back up. Came back down. Look at the wick. You wicked right, pretty much right to that downtrend resistance. Back tested it, and now you're forming, what I would consider a bull flag. Now let's see if you hold the 200 EMA. You're sitting right at that 200 EMA. You don't have a lot of data on SHIB for the 200 EMA, but look where you're sitting right now. You just wicked right to the 200 daily EMA. That was acting as a little resistance down here. Will you flip that in support and move back up? Obviously, this could turn into a bull flag. Take the swing low to swing high to swing low. You extrapolate that up. This is only if Bitcoin moves back up, by the way, guys. Depending on where you break out, a move up to like, point 0.000046. I mean, I've ever say that number. I don't know how you say that number. Could be a possibility. So I actually, for where SHIB is now, listen, up here, I was hating on SHIB because a lot of people were FOMOing in. I don't want people to get wrecked. Up here when I was peak hating on SHIB, I was hating on SHIB, I'm not going to lie. I was hating on SHIB up here. I just didn't want to see people get wrecked. Okay? I just didn't want to see people get wrecked because you had a lot of people like FOMOing into SHIB on stream and stuff up here. What it is, what it is. Like, people are going to do what they're going to do, but obviously that didn't turn out great. But I also, to be fair, like, I'll take the L on this one. I was also hating on SHIB down here. I even have the smiley, look at it. I even have the upside down smiley face here, right? We have the eyes crying and you have the frown face, right? I was even hating on SHIB down here and you guys know what it did. So listen, man, I'm not going to hate on any other coins from here on out besides Litecoin, all right? Besides Litecoin. Litecoin's the only one I'm going to hate on. Oh, and EOS. Litecoin and EOS. Those are the only two. And if they die, I'll take the L again. I will literally take the L. I will. Look at the DXY, said Denise. All right, DXY. Oh, DXY. Denise, we know we've been talking about this. Denise, thank you for pointing this out. I didn't know we're getting such a big move up in this today. We're getting close. We're getting close. And I want to remind, it doesn't mean you can't get a wick here in the monthly. This is the monthly chart. So, just like you had here back in March, you got to remember right here, though, was a black swan event, right? This wick was a black swan event. This is when we had the pandemic start and we had the massive capitulation. So I take that wick with a grain of salt. Pandemic didn't happen. You probably would have just got rejected right here, just like you did originally, right? Obviously, you had a black swan event. You came back up. What I'll say about this is this, right? You're getting very, very close. And for anyone that doesn't know what I'm talking about here, and I want you guys to realize the confluence that's what's going on in the DXY and why I'm actually getting pretty bullish here. Maybe not right away, but I think we could have a run in 2022, a big run in 2022. And this is exactly why, all right? This is exactly why. Rejected right here, beginning of 2017. This was obviously the massive 2017 bull market right here. Other than the Black Swan event wick, this is the rejection back in April of 2020. You guys know what happened there. All the way back down till we reached the bottom. And then we went into a bearish trend, right? Ever since then, Bitcoin has been coming up. Will we get the same fate where we come back up, test this level, get rejected? And you guys can see, not only are we coming back up to test that level, but you look in the daily time frame, we're also forming a rising wedge. Now, we are coming up, we're up to the top of the rising wedge. So let's see what happens today, right? Listen, if this breaks the upside, that kind of nullifies the point of the rising wedge, but we are at the top of the rising wedge. Let's see what it does today. Something tells me that Bitcoin's going to pump and this is going to come back down. It is what it is. But rising wedge into resistance, which historically has been a precedent to bull markets. Well, let's take that. And it's not just crypto. Like, you even go back at time, guys, look at this trend line back up here. Two rejections. These were both two, this was a major run right here for the stock market, right? Bada bing, bada boom. Major run for the stock market in that time. And these are two major runs for stock market and crypto too. So that's my general synopsis. That's my general thesis and what I'm looking at here. You guys, we'll see if it plays out. Every thesis can be right or wrong, but let's see if it plays out, man. Let's see if it plays out. I do think it will. I'm pretty confident in that one. That one doesn't have to happen right away. You still could have, a little while till that tops out, but we'll see. We'll see, man. Jordan, brother, BitBoy is live. Be right back. Wonder why he chose BitBoy Crypto. It abbreviates to BBC. That's facts. That's absolute facts, man. Let's see. What up, Smiles? What's going on, man? Altcoins suck until Bitcoin hits 50K. Facts. I mean, it's true. You're not wrong, man. VeChain's getting a little bit of a move up. I don't know if it's doing anything significant here on the daily. You got back above the 20, which is good. You still got to get back above this 50. The 50 has been annoying, right? Rejection, 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 rejection. Keep getting rejected out the 50 for VeChain. But like we said, you had bullish divergence here. You had higher lows and lower lows off the previous swing low back here from February of 2021. It's a good setup, man. It's a good setup. So see if that continues up. At the same point, I do like the macro for VeChain, and a lot of it's the same as Bitcoin, right? It's these. I mean, look at the swing tops, right? Let's just pull a Tino real quick and look at some of these swing tops to see what I mean. Like at the top here, right? You had a swing high, right? It's just a pullback, We're going to do all-time highs. VeChain going to $1, VeChain going to $1, right? You double top, bing, back down to the bottom, right? What do? You come back up, right? Oh, we're going back into a bull market, right? Come back down. Oh, it's over. We're going. It's a bear market. We're going down to the oblivion. What do? At least on the shorter term time frames, you could argue this was a big W here, but at least on the shorter term time frames, you come down, bottom out, move back up, bear market, double bottom, move back to the upside. Okay, and it's the same thing even here in September. You can see. I mean, it's just the same pattern over and over and over again, man. Down one low, come back up. Oh, we're going back to the previous lows, move back to the upside. Right? Come back up to the upside, swing high. Oh, pull back. Oh, one more wick to the upside. Up. Done. Right? I mean, it's just over and over and over again. And I will say, probably looking like the same, right? Swing low, come back up. Oh, we're going to new lows. Bing. Right? Let's see if it comes true. You need Bitcoin to behave, but, for the most part, let's see. Let's find out. Trizzleworth said, market in a fractal. Sid said, Jordan, you changed your title? No, the streams before, those were accidents. I didn't mean to go live at that time. Something messed up. That's why you probably saw 2 notifications come in that said, Jordan is live, and it said Bitcoin is bullish. Which in the 1 hour, it's not bullish. Longer term time frames, I still think look better than they did a couple weeks ago. I would say I remain right now pretty medium term bullish. I'm medium term bullish. I would say right now, if you guys asked me, I'm short term bullish, medium term bullish, long term. You guys can say I'm actually kind of bullish every way, depending on what your definition of long term would be. I think I'm bullish small, medium, and long term, which has been a while since I was bullish all three, man. You guys know I've been bearish short term, I've been bearish medium term, never been bearish long term, but I'm actually pretty bullish. I'm actually pretty bullish all time frames. It's been a long time. It's been a long time. I'm feeling pretty confident. Jerome is laughing. Let's go look at Quant for DJ. Let's look at Quant for DJ. DJ Flexa. Quant's up 10%. Let's get a little pumpy. Smack up the like button. Hey, all right, Quant. I mean, Quant's the same pattern, man. Quant's the same pattern. I mean, coming up to the 50 right now, pretty good day. Pretty good day for Quant. You're coming up to the 50 day on the daily. Let's watch that. But I mean, macro, same thing, man. Swing low, come back up. Swing low, take the liquidity. Let's move back to the upside, right? Now, let's see what the shorter term time frames look like. Okay, shorter term time frames. Man, that's beautiful. Look at the break of all your EMAs there. Absolutely beautiful. You broke the 50, broke the 200, and broke the 20. Why I said it in that order, I have absolutely no idea. Hold on, guys. Let me chug my coffee. I'm all type of jacked up on coffee right now. But no, listen, you came back up. I mean, it's beautiful. came back up, actually came back down, had a red candle, back tested the 200 and moved back to the upside. Now 4 hours getting a little bit up there, so keep that in mind. Like if you're looking at the 4 hour time frame, getting a little bit up there. Let's take swing high to swing low. You didn't quite come back down to the quite come up to the golden pocket zone. I would say DJ right now. I watch this 4 hours getting a little bit overbought. 4 hour is coming up to the golden retracement level, right? 618.65 from swing high to swing low. That might be an area where you maybe consolidate or get a slight pullback right there. That just makes a lot of sense on the charts. It's also your previous swing high right here, right? So there's a lot of confluence right there. You could get a little bit higher here on the daily, maybe back up to like 133, 134 range. But that would make a lot of sense for it to cool off. Obviously, Bitcoin catapults to the upside. That might change things, but definitely looking good. Definitely looking good there. Hourly looking good too. But I'd say the daily, you get it back above this 50. You're also at the 50, which is kind of iffy. But get back above this 50 on a close. You continue up, but short term, you might need a slight accumulation, maybe a little slight accumulation. Maybe you form a bull flag and continue back to the upside. But I would say QNT looks good in the daily. That's really all that matters if you're a hodler, man. It's really all that matters. The funny thing of trade, Angel of Truth introduced you to Tino like a year ago. Nice. Yeah, like I said earlier, Tino's awesome, man. Tino's awesome. Like if you're a trader, I would say for hodlers, I mean, Tino's a different style, right? He's not really like a, like Angel said earlier, he's not really a bull or a bear long term. He's more of a scalp trader, right? So, but if you're a scalp trader, I would say that the best person to watch is Tino. 100%. I mean, listen, he has a system that's very, very interesting to watch. And I've been sort of looking at it and using it for more macro moves because it works for macro moves too. It's not just about the little short scalp trades where we look at finding liquidity, trying to find out what the market makers are doing, look for WM patterns, looking for things like that, right? It's not even just about the scalp trades. You can use that for macro moves too. And it's very, very true. I mean, I've gone back and looked at altcoins, Bitcoin. A lot of the moves, like what altcoins used to do is they used to do massive V-shaped recoveries. But now that the market caps have gotten so big, the market makers have been doing a lot of the liquidity grabs with the M and Ws, man. It's actually fun to go look back. I mean, that's really all 2021 was. It was just a whole chart of M's and W's with parabolic action in between to the upside or downside. That's really all that it's really all that the market makers do, and that's why I've been watching Tino a lot lately, man. It's interesting to watch, very interesting to watch. M Hart said, "What do you think about the current price action compared to the price action from 224 to 227 Bart Simpson pattern as a fractal? You love those fractals. I love those fractals. Let's take a look. So, M Hart, you're talking about 224 to 227. Appreciate the super chat though, M Hart, Mr. Hart. I don't know why I'm calling you M Hart. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird that I'm calling you M Hart. But 224 to 227. Let's see. So 224, we were sitting down here. Let me actually just let's try it, man. So you're talking about the move up, Bart Simpson back down. I kind of see what you're saying, and I think that would actually match up very, very well. I love fractals because a lot of times these fractals move very, very well. Let's actually take it like this, and let's actually extrapolate this up and see what you're saying here. Could be juicy, man. And if you actually, obviously the time frames are a little bit different, but you extrapolate. Oh man, this would match up like kind of what we were saying, man. I mean, back down to this 41.8 to test these previous lows, and maybe even a head and shoulders pattern, right? Head and shoulders pattern where you kind of have this bull flag, fake out to the downside, back test the previous swing lows, back test the 200 4-hour EMA, which you want to do, right? You want to come back down and back test the 400 EMA, and then something like this, which would match the blockchain backer fractal, right? As far as, you get a little sideways, bada bing, bada boom here, but I mean, you're still expecting more upside, right? So I mean, that has a lot of confluence as far as support and resistance levels, as far as EMAs, right? Makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of freaking sense. And then, obviously that would kind of match the the left shoulder, head, right shoulder scenario where this turns into a more macro inverse head and shoulders pattern, right? And honestly, that's just speculation at this point, but I like it. I like it, Mr. Hart. Beautiful, man. That's beautiful, dude. Now, let's see if we get a massive pump like this. That would be awesome. It would bring us to like 51K in a moonshot. I'll keep this over here. We'll check on that later today. Because I mean, later today you would probably be expecting a move back down to 41.8 if that moves. But that could definitely be interesting. Definitely be interesting. I love it, man. Let's see. Let's see. Rake Addict said, oh, geez. He mentioned the blockchain backer fractal again. He's worse than Call the Moon and Bybit. You're funny, man. Rake Addicts is a troll too, man. You're a giant troll, Rake Addicts. Let me tell you, man. Appreciate you for being here, though. I do appreciate you for being here. Listen, you guys are probably saying, let me do a poll. Let me do a poll real quick. You guys know I love the polls. What's going on, John Spinner in the chat? John Spinner or Spindler. What's going on, man? Are you? If you guys say no to this, I don't know what to tell you. Are you sick of the blockchain backer fractal? Yes or no in the chat. And if you say yes, here's what I'll say. If you say yes to this, I mean, I don't know how you can hate on this. The same people that were hating on this down here thought we were going back down to 20K and we bounced. Same people right here thought we were going to 100K. We did. Right? So why would you even, why would you say yes? Why would you say yes? If you say yes, you're just trying not to look at anything accurate. You're just trying to look for new stuff. Trying to look for new stuff in that case. Let's see. So the fractal's still in play? Absolutely. Absolutely still in play. Mr. Hart says, I dream about it at night. It's hopium, man. I mean, listen, there was times where there was a lot of fear in the market, man, but the one thing we had was the blockchain backer fractal. That's what we had. A lot of fear in the market, a lot of sadness and depression. But what do we have? We had the hope that this was going to blast a massive green pickle to the upside. And that's what we got. It gave us some hopium, all right? And sometimes hopium is what you need in this market. You need some hopium, man. Just need to stretch it out until it fits. You do, man. Let's see. Great channel. Thank you, Matt. Thanks for watching, man. If you guys are new to the stream, make sure you guys subscribe. We're normally live every night at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're live at night, at least my time, so 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But sometimes I'll hop on. Like today was dumping, so I hopped on. Yesterday we were kind of looking like we were pumping, so I hopped on. I like doing the morning streams while I drink my coffee and stuff. It's pretty peaceful, but you know, at the moment, keep it what it is. There's blood in the streets. 46 people said yes on that, by the way. 46% people. All right, guys. I'm probably gonna call a stream. Listen, Bitcoin's coming slightly lower right now. Probably gonna call it a stream for this morning. I'll catch you guys tonight, right? I'll catch you guys tonight, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Like I said, appreciate you guys hanging out this morning. Take some time off the charts, right? Spending time on the charts all day is not healthy for you. I'll tell you that. All right. Catch you guys later in not too long, right? About almost 7 hours. I'll catch you. All right. Catch you guys later. Adios.